Okay. Sorry about the rustling. My bed is really dirty. Okay. Scoobert Doobert A. Ubert. Holiday Special Edition sequel. Snow was falling heavily as the Appleslip van chugged along on the terrible slippery roads. Why did we have to come to Michigan for the holidays? I am not going to survive the winter. That is me. Dying of frostbite is a Michigan Christmas tradition, Lizzie said, and you have to see my house at some point, so there is no better time than the holidays. I installed some festive new secret passages for the season. Fun. I'm excited to explore them with you, Lepis said homosexually. Emma barked impatiently. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Yes, actually. So let's pulled into a driveway of a large, sexy, and festive house. Welcome home. Very nice architecture, Michael mused. Very nice trees, Mars, the now retired mad scientist, added. The gang began to get their suitcases out of the cars. Faith carried the half-frozen CP inside. Strunk. The doors swung open, a warm fire welcoming the sluts into his cozy arms. Everyone trailed in, oohing and awing at the decor as guests should. Here are your maps and itineraries. Some of you will notice that some of you have been placed in rooms together for shipping purposes. Breakfast is at 9:30. If you are late, you will have to do the dishes. Good night, everyone. Lizzie smiled warmly as everyone left for their rooms, except Myra, who was still thawing on the carpet, and Lapis, who had been assigned to Lizzie's room for shipping purposes. Silent Night played in the distance for some reason. All was well, so far. The next morning dawn shone kindly on the large, festive, and sexy house. Anna grumbled down the stairs early for breakfast, determined not to wash a single dish during their stay. Emma trailed behind them, although the threat of dishes meant nothing to her paws, for hope of sneaking around the house in those secret passages. Anna ran into Jordan at the bottom, of the stairs. Of the stairs. What are you doing up? Jordan asked. Wait, I don't know how to do a British accent. Sorry, Jordan. I'm avoiding washing the dishes, of course, Anna replied. Oh, me too. Since we seem to be the only ones up, maybe we should sneak. This house is large and sexy, and Lizzie is more mysterious than they initially seem, Anna said. Jordan agreed emphatically. Yeah, that's the word. The pair walked into the living room and went up to the hearth where last night's fire had turned into embers. Hey, and I gasped, the stockings above the fireplace are full. Aren't they not supposed to be until Christmas morning? Let's see what's in them, Jordan said impishly. I don't know how to say something impishly. Anna stood on their tiptoes, wow, this is long, and pulled one down, toppling to the ground with it. The contents spilled out beside them. Soot? That's all? Jordan asked incredulously. Anna picked up the stocking and turned it all the way upside down, more soot falling down and blackening the ground. But wait, a note! Jordan picked a grubby piece of paper out of the grind. This is so interesting. And tried to rub it off, like not even sarcastically. What's it say? Anna said impatiently. I am so dyslexic. I'm so sorry for my commentary. Let me just keep reading. Do I look like I can read? Jordan asked. Anna took the paper and gasped. I don't know what I just said. What's it say? It says I'm watching. Anna trembled. Jordan screamed like a baby. Just minutes later, the whole gang stood around the fireplace, examining the notes. Others had been pulled from the other stockings. What does this mean? Bellador asked. Who's watching? Vamshi shuddered. Everyone stay calm, Lapis advised, looking pale. Maybe Santa Claus is watching, Michael suggested. His song implies it. That is not an encouraging thought, Vera said. I certainly think it is. Oh my god, Jordan broke it. Jordan, I will break your legs. Quiet, everybody, Mars the cool and epic man shouted. Catastrophizing? That is an epic word. And kink shaming won't help anything here. We need to look for more clues so we can figure out what's happening. I wish Tara were here, Vera said. She would know what to do. Too bad she's spending the holidays visiting Nia in prison for her lasagna crimes. I think it may have more to do with the breaking and entering, Bella said. Lizzie spoke up. With or without Tara, we need to figure out what's going on. This is my house, and I don't let creepy messages get left without finding out what's behind them. Mars is right. We need to look for clues. Should we split up? Michael suggested. It's a big house, so I guess... Where's Emma? Oh, no. Anna groaned. She's probably looking for the secret tunnels you mentioned, Lizzie. She said last night that she wanted to explore them. Well, that changes our plans. First things first, we have to find Emma. Whoever's watching could dog nap her, Lizzie explained. Everyone prepare your walkie-talkies. We're on a chase. The sluts split into 3 groups. Lizzie, Lapis, Bear, and ZP in one. The Marses, Faith, and Jordan in another. That sounds like a band name, the Marses. The Mars, oh my god, I can't speak. And Anna, Vamshi, Rhea, and Michael in the last one. Shut up, colleges. Where am I? Oh my god, wait. Okay. They went in different directions, trying to tackle all the large, festive, and sexy house. I hope we run into Santa. Shut up, Jordan. The 3 groups had been searching for almost an hour when Lizzie's walkie-talkie beeped. We found Emma, Marce's scientist said, and I think you guys had better get in here quick. We're in the kitchen. Everyone scurried to the kitchen, where several beautiful cakes were sitting, half-eaten on the counter. Emma barked, "Thank goodness, it has taken you long enough. What an ordeal I have had. I have needed much cake for comfort." Tell them what happened, said... Oh my god, I cannot read. Tell them what happened, Emma, Anna said anxiously, hugging the fat dog. Well, as I explored the tunnel behind the bookshelf, good job finding it, Liz exclaimed. Thank you. I have encountered 4 cats. Why didn't anyone warn me? We did tell you there were cats, Anna said, but please get on to the important part. Oh, well, I followed the tunnel for a long time until it led me outside. I heard a sound behind me and looked up to see a Santa Claus bitch on the roof. Eye emoji, eyes emoji, eyes emoji. Shut up, Jordan. Emma continued. But not just any Santa Claus bitch. His face looked ghostly. My dear friends, we are being haunted. The ghost of Christmas past, Lapis murmured. Fuck Dickens, Anna murmured. Emma, where did the Santa Claus bitch go? And did he see you? Bear asked. Oh yes, he stared directly into my doggy eyes, and then he went down the chimney. All fell silent as the sluts realized that this meant the Santa Claus bitch was in the house. He could be listening at that very moment. Suddenly, Vamshi gasped. He slowly and silently raised his arm, pointing out the kitchen window. Everyone turned toward it cautiously. Emma screamed, "The Santa..." I'm not going to say that out loud. I probably can't be saying that out loud. Hurry, everyone, after him. Mars, the cool and epic man, took lead. All ran towards the kitchen door and broke out into the snow. Not again, Myra wept. The group bounded into the snow, frantically chasing Santa Claus as he ran toward the woods. The apple sluts can't read. The apple sluts hasn't been chasing for very long before they realized the ghostly Santa was nowhere to be seen any longer. Where did he go? Rhea said with frustration. Bear held a freezing CPE. I don't know, but we had to get back to the house. Mira's a human icicle. Lizzie sighed. You're right. I just hate letting that Santa Claus B-word run free. Everyone picked up and began their trek back to the house, but they hadn't gone long before they realized. I think we're lost, Bellador said. I do not like this, Jordan said. Lost in the snow with no sexy Santa. Faith pointed suddenly. What's that over there? Jordan perked up. Santa? Then she screamed, that is not Santa Claus. A terrifying horned face emerged from the trees in front of the sluts. Is that Krampus? He has come all the way from Bavaria to torment us, Michael yelled. Why do I have to be dragged into this? Krampus lunged forward. The group turned and fled deeper into the trees. They ran on eternally. Oh my god. They ran, tossing the frozen CP like a hot potato amongst them. Bella wept. I should have stayed in my underground home. Krampus chased after them, crackling most unpleasant. He's gonna... Shut up, Jordan! Everyone shouted in unison. Everyone suddenly stopped. Krampus had disappeared and the woods were eerily silent. The apple sluts stood in an unnatural clearing full of Christmas trees. The Christmas lights twinkled, reflecting beautifully in the snow. This would be a lovely place if we weren't running for our lives, Shreya said. Lapis nudged Lizzie. There is even mistletoe, they said. No time for that, Emma barked. We have a Santa Claus B-word and Krampus to destroy. Onward. What about me? Mars, the cool and epic man, asked. He's so cold that he would have probably shattered to pieces if they were dropped on the ground. We have to get back to the house. You're right. Wait. That. Lizzie knelt in the snow and pushed it aside, revealing a trapdoor in the ground. Not again, Jordan groaned. Oh my god, I did not just say that. Ignore me. Mars the elder, will you do the honors? Mars the cool and epic man sighed and opened the door. The hole below was dark, but it didn't smell bad. Should we go down? Michael asked. I guess so, Lizzie answered. Bera dropped down the door last, landing squarely on Anna's stomach. Revenge, he said. There's more Christmas lights in the distance, Freya gasped. Let's follow them. The tunnel got warmer as they went on. Soon Zippy was thawed enough to walk on her own. Finally, they came to a doorway at the end of the tunnel, decked with Christmas lights. Everyone stood anxiously, unsure of their next step. At last, Mars the goth scientist sighed. I'll go in first this time. The other Mars has to do it too often. They walked slowly into the doorway, into a small room where the ghosty Santa Claus and Krampus were sitting in swivel chairs. Ha! We've got you now, Emma barked, charging at the nefarious pair. Krampus and Santa quickly tried to roll toward the door in their chairs, but Anna was too quick for them. She pulled the heavy menorah from her pocket and threw it square at the Santa Claus's head, knocking him clean off his swivel chair. Bang! Krampus yelled, running to his apparent lover. As he cradled Santa in his arms, Emma leapt at him and used her brilliant teeth to pull its mask off. Huh? Who are you? Everyone said, confused. The demasked Krampus looked around ashamed. He pulled the mask off of Santa Claus's still shape as well. We are disgruntled Christmas elves, he said woefully. My boyfriend and I ran away from the North Pole with plans to sabotage Christmas. That large, festive and sexy house seemed like the perfect place to start. Why did you have to drag me into this? My dog and I are Jewish, Anna shouted as Emma nodded beside them. How are we supposed to know that? You were at a house with a Christmas tree. Next time I will have to wear a menorah headband and Star of David sunglasses, Anna mused. But for right now, what are we going to do with these criminals? Lapis asked. Michael said. I think we should return them to the real Santa, and then he can decide what to do, since their crimes are mostly against him. No, please, anything but that. The not Krampus sobbed. It's decided then, Faith announced. The not Krampus and not Santa were tied up with their own Christmas lights and pulled along behind the sleds down the tunnel and up into the clearing again. The next week of holidays passed joyfully. The elves were tied up in a closet and fed Christmas cookies every day while Applesluts enjoyed the lovely winter days. At last, Christmas Eve arrived. I guess we'll meet Santa on the roof tonight, Mars the cool and epic man said. I am so excited, Jordan said. Not you. You are staying far, far away from Santa. You and I are staying down here, and I'll tie you up with Christmas lights if I have to. I'll stay too and enjoy some leftover latkes with Emma. I don't know if that's how you pronounce that. I'm sorry, Anna. Anna said Emma, who looked pleased with this news. Lizzie, Lapis, and the Marses, Vera, Michael, Vamshi, Bellador, Faith, and Roya made their way through a secret tunnel that Lizzie said would open up on the roof, with the two elves carried while they shouted in protest. Soon they sat up on the snowy roof, the moon shining upon them. The sluts and elves, who were sluts in their own way, I'm sure, waited and waited. Is Santa even coming? Faith asked. I don't know, Lizzie said sadly. Maybe we should go back inside. Wait! Everyone gasped as the sound of jingle bells filled the air. A sleigh pulled by a reindeer glided down out of the sky and landed deftly on the roof, narrowly avoiding crushing Vamshi's hand. Ho ho, I am Santa Claus, Santa Claus shouted with a heavy Russian accent for some reason. Maybe Jordan was onto something. Oh my god, Vamshi said. Oh, hello, Santa Claus. We have two dastardly vigilantes who we think you should handle. Faith smiled as she handed the elves over. What's this, vigilantes? They will be dealt with most efficiently. Santa tossed the screaming elves into the back of the sleigh, laughing. I hope they will enjoy the gulag. Something like that. I don't know how to do a Russian accent either. Do you have any gifts for us? Michael asked. Or reward money? Vera added. Of course, gifts for everyone. I am Santa Claus. It is part of the deal. Something like, I don't know. Santa Claus reached into the sack next to the one that the nefarious gay elves were now entrapped in. For you, Vera, a gay little K-pop boy in a bottle. You will simply add water, presto, he will be rehydrated. For you, Faith, the banana, because you were off fruit. Also a bath bomb, so that you may finally make another bath bomb eating YouTube video. For you, Vamshi, a Doctor Who headcanon of mine. The doctor was behind the bubonic plague. Also here are some socks. For you, Rhea, a camera that you will see, that can see bones. Your photography will go to new levels. I love bones. For you, Michael, one of those sweatshirts you were posting about. I hope you approve of this color combination. For you, Mars, the older, a therapy subscription. For you, Mars, the younger, some very cool stompy boots that have no risk of falling apart. For you, Lapis a frog, and a free pass to never talk to a cis person about gender again. So true. For you, Baldora, boobs. And for you, Lizzie, the ingredients for and a recipe for fruit cake. I know that you have been wanting to make that. The apple sluts stood in amazement and in the glory of Santa Claus and his incredibly on-the-nose gifts. Oh, and do not think I have forgotten. Your friends downstairs, here for CP, the ability to erase small memories so you can experience Catch a Dark Cannon for the first time. Thank you so goddamn much. And for your friend Jordan, a Bible. I am a married man. What about Anna and Emma, those two scoundrels? Get my thanks for catching the awful elves. Here's a tray of cookies for them. That is not a thank you gift. That is a thank you gift, not a Christmas gift. Santa winked like one who had heard all their qualms about being dragged into Christmas shenanigans. I can't speak. And now I am off. Hello. I'm reading a book.
Yeah?
I'm reading a book out loud. That was my mom. And now I am off, but many other houses to visit besides this large, festive, and sexy one. Ho, ho, ho. Santa and his Russian accent flew off into the night, leaving the sluts full of wonder and grateful they no longer had to take care of the elves. The group made their way back into the house, giving the gifts to the friends who had been left inside. The apple sluts, now free of their burden, put on tunes and danced into the night. You may have noticed there's mistletoe here as well, Lizzie pointed to the mantel above where they and Lapis stood. As a matter of fact, I did, replied. Moi, lesbian rights. The end. So true. Thank you so much. This was a blessing, honestly.